Hey everyone, it's SnowGoober here, and welcome to another reaction to PC Gaming Showcase. This one's going to be slightly delayed because this is a pre-show and I wasn't ready for that,
to the PC Gaming Show pre-show. I am Frankie Ward and I am so excited this year because not only do we have world premieres and game trailers to show you, but we're also devoting this show to something
PC Gaming Showcase because I've been actually enjoying them from the
That's right.
last couple of years I've been watching it.
We've been bringing you exciting previews of the hottest upcoming PC games, and this year
without watching PC Gaming Showcase, I wouldn't have found one of my favorite Steam games,
PC hardware that makes
Cell
them
Blazers.
Throughout the pre-show, we'll be talking with expert guests about the latest in hardware innovations and trends. And as you can see from my overalls and the workshop I'm sat in, we're going to be rolling up our sleeves and building something very special during today's show too. And who knows, you might learn a little something new for the next time you build your own PC. But before we get into all that hardware, here's a different sort of hardware for you to check out.
PC book.
Take a look at what's coming up for wholesome shopkeeping sim, Trash Goblin.
Yeah, we played a demo of that.
In this wholesome shopkeeping game, you're an orphaned goblin trying to start a business. But you're not doing it alone. Say hi to Eamon. They're an antique dealer and your self-appointed guardian orphan goblin. And this is Auntie Val. She's a dear friend of your late parents and your other guardian. They don't exactly see eye to eye. Eamon thinks of himself as an entrepreneur. Auntie says that's just fancy talk for criminal. You might wonder how much trouble you can get into with old
the fake
furniture,
mustache.
but Eamon's got a knack for it. Alongside that whole situation, you've got a business to run. Helping out colourful customers like Donoval and his peculiar nesting needs, or clumsy blacksmith Redwar, desperately trying to impress her new boss, or Mushromio and their extensive and frankly exhausting romantic adventures. But you're your own boss. Decorate, invest in your tools, expand your shop, travel a little, all at your own pace. The fate of the city can wait. Trash Goblin, out now.
Wow, there was so much that was not in that demo.
One goblin's trash is another goblin's treasure. That's a famous saying in the goblin community, along with goblins speak louder than words and don't put all your eggs in one goblin. Trash Goblin.
I almost forgot the most famous saying, Goblin, these nuts.
Next up, we're going to be talking about a couple of the biggest PC gaming innovations of the past few years. But to do that, we're going to need a little help from some expert witnesses.
DLSS and FSR.
As a streamer and videographer, breakthrough technology like DLSS and FSR are absolutely essential items for my day-to-day.
DLSS, FSR, and XESS, they're all doing similar things, which is
the only
kind of
game that I feel like it was required for me was Monster Hunter Wilds.
Some levels of image quality.
Because holy fuck, that game's not optimized.
I think it's super exciting. Basically, it just gives you more performance, seemingly for free.
Being able to push my setup to its limits whilst also maintaining high frame rates and overall visual quality while streaming allows me to continue to being my best without having to sacrifice performance.
It seems like magic on first appearance, but when you dig into the details, there's a lot more going on under the hood.
It's also important that I'm able to jump from game to game without worrying too much about drops in quality or putting unnecessary strain on my PC. This is especially useful with new gen games. Whether I'm looking to dodge my opponent's crushing blow in Clear Obscure or plowing through the hordes in Doom Eternal, it's reassuring
one of my
to know
favorite
that
fights
I've
in
got
that
the hardware
game.
side of things covered.
With new gen games coming out, like a Monster Hunter Wilds, they had support for frame generation, which is a part of DLSS. So you can render it in a smaller thing, use the super sampler, and then because that frame time is choppy, because it's demanding on a CPU, frame generation can help kind of smooth over those bits. It's given you more room to make your games run.
I can't wait for Tile Update 2. Give us a bit more stuff to do.
It allows you to get more out of your hardware.
Give us some new event quests.
As games get more demanding, we demand more from them, especially when it comes to visuals. And when it comes to gaming monitors, we know nothing more than a good OLED with lightning-fast response times and infinite contrast. For more, keep your eyes on the screen as we monitor the opinions of a couple.
I guess the pre-show's just mostly just them shilling out companies because it is PC.
OLED really does feel like a quantum leap forward in terms of the image quality you can expect from a really high-end monitor. And that's not to say they don't have caveats.
Again, sorry, sound
but they are
kind
essentially
of
the thing to
today.
aim for now. If you're building a high-end rig,
insomnia
and you're thinking
kind
about
of
what
kicked
monitors to
in.
get next, really, if you're prepared to spend a fair bit of cash, and a lot of gamers are, you're looking at OLED monitors.
From pixel response time, color range and latency, refresh rates, depth, getting proper blacks, they are simply
you can't
objectively
say that
better.
on the internet.
And you'll notice a huge step up if you upgrade to one from a sort of more traditional VA or TN or IPS panel.
And they're getting faster and faster as well, which makes them a good shout for competitive gaming, or really any sort of gaming at this point.
The big blockbusters that have enormous graphical fidelity targets and the sort of ambitions like Cyberpunk 2077 and Ghost of Tsushima, they don't look any better than when they're on an OLED screen. But it goes for even murkier games like
I wouldn't mind getting an OLED monitor
Dead Space
eventually,
Remake.
but
The
they're expensive.
HDR benefits you can get from an OLED monitor on those games can be exquisite.
I'm into my mil sims, so Grey Zone Warfare as well, which is a stunning Unreal Engine 5 looking game, but it also
Maybe also
requires
get a
some good
monitor with
twitch
HDR
reactions.
doesn't feel
Anything where I really
atrocious.
need that quick twitch response. OLED tends to be better at it, as well as looking the best at the same time. But if you're looking for best of the best,
the monitor I use supports it, but fuck does it
That is some
wash the
great
colors
info
out
on
and makes
OLED
it
monitors.
look so muted.
You know what monitor I'm using the most these days? A baby monitor. Because I'm a mum. Nope. Nothing? Wow, tough crowd.
Yes, a tough, fake
How about
internet
this one?
crowd.
What did the monitor say when it got knocked onto the floor? Ow.
There goes $200.
Okay, what else is in the news? Folks, you notice how Jack Black is in every single video game thing these days? I
better
started
or
up
for
an old
worse.
save game of The Sims 2 last
Flint
week,
and
and I am
steel.
not making this up. Jack Black was in the game wetting his pants in the Goff family kitchen. And when did every game in the world decide it needed 10 minutes to compile shaders before I can play it? Did I miss a meeting? If I wanted to spend my time watching a number quickly decreasing on a screen, I'd just log
I
into
don't
my
get
banking
compiling shaders
Am I
thing
right?
either.
Hi, I'm Frankie Dubs. That is my time. Good night. Please press F to pay respects to your servers and give it up for your next act, a colony management sim where it's all
I
about
swear, PC Gaming
versus mice.
Showcase was never this
Here's
cringe.
the Whiskerwood.
Okay, I lied. The showcase can't have some pretty cringe bits. Little tiny mice. Do we eventually stage a rebellion? Oh, that's a big ship. I get there, arrest the cats. I know that's been done before. I believe that van did not have a permit to have a giant second-story house on it. Why did they have a processing drill? Like an industrial one? Hey, that one looks... I think that one's been announced before. Looks interesting, though.
Throwing everything in a cozy van and going on an open world road trip with your friends? Sign me up for Outbound. Oh, hey. Looks like we're getting a call from PC Gaming Show co-host Sean Plott. Hello, PC Gaming Show co-host Sean Plott.
Hey, Frankie, it's me, PC Gaming Show co-host Sean Day9 Plott. Just checking in to see if you're almost ready for the big show
That's
next
like-
month.
Sean, the big show is today. Right now. This is the pre-show.
I definitely knew that, and definitely didn't forget what month and day it definitely
That's such
is,
a
or
fake
what country I
goatee.
should definitely be in.
Are you sure you're going to be ready? You're on in about 10 minutes?
Relax. I've started going to one of those GTA barbers. Super time efficient. See? Oh, and while I'm doing respect, look, give it to me straight. Come on. Great, right? Pretty good.
No.
Oh, God, no.
Maybe this?
No.
I'd stick with the default.
Only David Bowie could rock
Gotcha.
that.
Day 9, day 1. A classic look.
Well, things are going great at the workshop. We're focusing on hardware this year, and we're about to move on to keyboards.
I just
I'm on my way.
realized the background is control
inspired.
inspired.
Submarine, then it's just a quick trip in a speedboat that turns into a hang glider, and I'll be at the studio in 4 minutes, maybe 5. But first, the duty-free shop seems good.
Well, he certainly cleans up quick. Great timing.
Oh, yeah, those
because we're ready
background
for our next
posters are
segment.
from. At least I remember them from being
What
in
would PC
control.
gaming be without the act of pressing a key and making magic happen? Our keyboards are the clickety.
I wouldn't mind seeing a trailer, another trailer for FBC Firebreak, since that's
Let's turn to a keyboard
coming out
expert who can tell us all
soon.
about Hall Effect keys.
Hall Effect keyboards.
Traditionally, you have on-off binary. You know, you press the switch and that's it. Whereas Hall Effect is more. It measures the entire depression through when you press it, and the main shift that's brought about is a focus on performance. I would say, you know, before you had a focus on feel and sound. You can still have that with Hall Effect, but now we have something that's definitively, you know, this is for gaming performance. There's all kinds of games that benefit from Hall Effects. The main ones would be competitive
Is it weird when I
shooters,
thought
competitive FPS games. You know,
when I heard that Hall Effect
and
keyboard
racing games and stuff like that, for example, Hall
what it
Effect
does
allows such
is
quick
that if you
reactions
softly
on that
press
front if
it
you've got
down,
the fast
you
fingers
get
for it.
normal letters, but if you hard press or slam, it's instantly capped.
Building your own PC for the first time, or even the 10th time, can be a little intimidating, but we're always here to help. Let's head over to our workshop's build centre to meet PC Gamer's
it can
managing
be a
editor
little,
of hardware, Jacob Ridley, and see what he's cooked up for us.
Intimidating.
Hello, Jacob.
Oh, hi, Frankie. Great timing. I'm almost done with that special build you requested. It took a lot of work, but I think you're going to be happy with it, especially the particle cannons and plasma railgun.
What? I'm here about a custom PC build.
Are you
One of my
sure?
favorite
I need to check
sci-fi
the
weapons.
work order. Jacob, please build me an awesome custom PC by June 8th. I'll also need you to build me a mech so I can rain fire and destruction down upon all my enemies on June 9th. But do the PC first. Thanks, J-Dog, TTYL, Frankie. Blimey, I got the dates mixed up, so you definitely don't need the mech today?
Nope. Power it down.
Okay.
It sure does look cool, though. That giant mech right over there, just off camera.
So expensive looking, isn't it?
It's a real sight to behold. Anyway,
Yeah, all it
don't
costs
worry
is the
about
fourth
having
wall.
not built the PC yet, because it just means we can build it together during the show, and then give it away to one lucky viewer.
It's so fortuitous how my careless mistake worked out perfectly.
That's one thing I do like is
why
that
do you think gamers should build their own PCs?
Well, there's lots of reasons. Cost
they
is
always have
definitely
like
one
a
because you
pretty
can
top of the
absolutely
line
save money
computer to
over
give
pre-built
away
computers by buying parts separately and putting
during
them
the
together
showcases.
yourself. PCs are also one of the few electronics in your life you can build at home. Do you know anyone who's built their own television?
My Uncle Bertram did. He worked on it for weeks, but it just turned out to be a cardboard box with some angry bees in it. He called it BTV, and it stung us. It stung all of us.
Exactly my point. We're also living in an age where we're losing the power to repair electronics ourselves. What happens when something goes wrong with your smartphone? You have to take it to someone to get it fixed.
Yeah,
or more
right,
likely,
repairs
have it
is like
replaced completely. If you built your own
down the
PC,
sink
not
'cause
only
of
will you become more
capitalism.
knowledgeable about diagnosing problems, you'll have a better chance of being able to fix it yourself.
Sound advice. Thank you, Jacob. But don't start shopping for parts for your own PC build just yet. You might be the lucky winner of the awesome custom PC Jacob and I are going to put together right here today on the PC Gaming Show.
And they've been matter than computers.
We've got one
They're
more
fucking
game
heavy
to show
as
you
fuck.
as we build our way to the end of our pre-show. If you're a fan of unlikely animal friendships, something tells me you'll dig the new trailer for Cappy Castaway.
The capoeira. Okay, that was a very, very cute picture of a crow or raven. craven. Are we dead? It's good they're making an adventure game for one of the most unbothered animals in the world. Yep. Final countdown. Ba-da-bam, bam. Ba-da-bam, bam, bam. Ba-da-bam, bam. Am I behind? Roughly 4 minutes. Luckily, I'm not paying attention to any other chats and all that. Warning, this program is not for you. Just shuts down. I'd be like, the fuck? God, that actually be one thing I realized would be neat. Is if Cellblazers had a 1.0 trailer.
Hello and welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2025.
Is that the Mika
My
Bird?
name is Sean Day9 Plot, and once again, I am thrilled to be here with you, showing you the latest game trailers, previews, and world-exclusive first looks at what's ahead in the world of PC gaming. But even more importantly, I'm delighted to be joined again by the co-host with the most, Mika Burton.
Yeah!
Thank you, Sean. It is great to be back on the PC Gaming Show, especially since we're
I love
cooking up
Mika.
something extra special this year. As you can see, Sean
I
and
first
are
knew of her
broadcasting
from
today's show from a crucible of
her time during at
Oh, that's right. Here in our
as bad as it's going to sound, Rooster Teeth.
PC gadgetry for some of the world's
But I've
smoothest
kind of
secret
enjoyed
operators. You know where all the spies get all their coolest toys?
seeing her
Use
pop
them
up and everything.
We've made headsets that double as wall climbing suction cups.
We've made keyboards that can turn into cars that turn into boats.
We've also built a laptop that's a crossbow that's also a blunderbuss, and I'm afraid to touch it. That's how you know it's good.
A crossbow or blunderbuss? Pick one or the other.
Invisible thanks to cloaking technology.
Sean, the invisible chair never actually made it out of R&D.
Well, that's what they want you to think. Regardless, we're in the process of using every ounce of our high-tech, top-secret, burn-after-reading black books engineering at our disposal to build what we call the Rig.
Ooh. The Rig is a top-of-the-line AMD-powered gaming PC, and it could be yours. Because after we build it here today,
for
we will be
graphics
giving it
cards
away to
and
one
for most
lucky viewer
processors,
at the end of the
AMD is
show.
doing way better than
Right now,
NVIDIA.
let's kick off the show the PC Gamer way with count 'em, three world premieres.
Like, I have a 40 series video card, and after seeing the 50 series, I was like, I don't need to upgrade to that one.
Dahlia, I know you're nervous about going home.
Hey, my space.
But you're going to be fine. We don't know the state of the crisis.
They said crisis. Can we run it?
But a job's a job, right? Get in, get out.
Oh, good. Another game that will throw in fungal horror. We certainly didn't get enough of that through Last of Us.
Remember, Dee, it's just a job.
Ambrosia. Robot cowboys? Versus skeletons? I see cards, roguelite. That looks like a lot of chaotic fun. That's not the Far West, but the Far, Far West. And they're gonna have the sequel, the Far, Far, Far West. Or the Far, Far West West.
You are already defeated.
The
Dungeons and Dragons, Satan's
Neverwinter. All these places will be consumed.
They call you the Shard Bearer, a piece of gifts blade within you.
I guess with Baldur's Gate 3, they're going to try and
defeating the King of Shadows.
update a lot of this. A lot of the old classic games in the same style.
Did you really think you could keep such relics of my people?
None shall stand against us. You cannot stop me.
That's cool.
Obsidian's 2006 classic RPG, but it's all new and shiny again. Honestly, I'm calling in sick today at launches.
Ooh, me too. I think my excuse will be food poisoning.
I was gonna go with regular poisoning.
Interesting. Go on.
Well, I already have so many sworn enemies and even more unlabeled bottles in my kitchen, so it's entirely believable.
You know what? You do you, my guy.
I feel like
In the
most
meantime,
poisoning
let's check in
and
with Reiki
like
and
the
Jacob
Middle Ages
about
and stuff is just food poisoning.
Thanks, Mika. I'm here with PC Gamer's managing editor of hardware, Jacob Ridley, and during today's show, we're going to be building an awesome custom PC. Even better, everyone watching will have a chance to win it for themselves.
This PC will be a gaming powerhouse with an AMD Ryzen 9 9950 X3D, a Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070 XT, plus 32 gigabytes of Corsair Dominator Titanium DDR5 RAM.
We're also throwing in a Corsair K72
32
keyboard,
gigs of
Asus
RAM
ROG
seems
Swift
pretty
OLED
good
monitor,
lately, but
and a Corsair Nightsword RGB
fuck,
mouse, all handpicked by
at times it's just like,
We didn't
maybe I
forget
need
a thing.
64
We're even
gigs.
including a mouse pad.
That's where your mouse lives, sleeps, and entertains other mice.
I have a mouse pad too.
Let's get to work.
Hey there, PC Gaming Show. Check out this next trailer. It's fabulous. Fresh tracks, or I will get you.
I have no idea who you are. I probably heard you before.
That which never ends. In the endless, no two journeys unfold the same way. Come, remain by the fire, and hear the tale of Norwind's greatest champion.
On rail music. No, there's lanes. And out of like all the more recent experimental rhythm games, Metal Hell Singer was one of my favorites. I'm not sure how that game would do with copyright, but fuck.
You, my champion.
Would eventually have to do that one. What am I even looking at? Yeah, this trailer is not properly laid out. Fuck. Too much going on, not given the proper focus of what's even happening. It's just jumping around. Looks to be like an arena, maybe hero shooter. Pass.
Coming up in the show.
They don't need to do that. They just need to just show us. Oh, this got a something a few days ago. But this is the spiritual successor to Patapon, if I remember. Which this was, of course, announced before the Patapon ports a while ago. That music is kind of catchy, though. Chun chun chun. This is the song of Head Empty, No Thoughts. Who you? New phone, who these? Gotta admit, the music is very catchy. That crab had a boat on its back. That was a cool crab boat. God, plush nightmares, Stitch nightmares. That kind of aesthetic is pretty cool, in my opinion. World premiere. Minecraft 2. Now that would happen, that would have been at the Microsoft Xbox Showcase. Which, little preview, because my insomnia, I wasn't up for that during its stream. Oh, it's a Snuffleupagus thing. Or Snufkin. Or Moomin, whatever. Oh yeah, this game. I took a mix, from what I've saw, like a kind of a mixture of RimWorld and with you know, actual exploration elements. Can you craft a Metal Gear? Yeah, like I said, it looks like to me a RimWorld with a actual action-adventure kind of style.
It's important to celebrate when something reinvents itself. Necess overhauls its graphics, gets major updates. It's beautiful.
It's almost as beautiful as the rig's Corsair RM1000X full.
Yeah, if I remember that, that game also had its art style was originally kind of close to looking like RimWorld.
Perfectly executed heist set in a dystopian techno future.
Yes. When we heard the makers of Payday and GTFO had a new co-op heist FPS in the works, you know we had to find out more. So we infiltrated 10 chambers and interrogated the makers of Den of Wolves. Here's all the info we dredged from their genius minds.
We were prepped and ready for the heist.
Is Payday 3 a different team?
We had stolen Tier 7 passkeys.
Actually, it wouldn't surprise me with how rocky that launch was.
And rerouted the security comms.
We're in position.
The package was as good as ours.
Schmick.
Every variable accounted for, but we fucked it up anyway.
The narrator really sounds like they're trying to do their best Keanu Reeves, Johnny Silverhand impression.
Next time, we gotta be even more prepared.
Stock home. Where's the syndrome? Ha! I shouldn't joke like that. It's a very serious thing.
Denevals is a first-person shooter, 4-player co-op heist game taking place in the future. We focus a lot on player agency, story, and keeping the player on their toes with some interesting elements that take you out of the brick-and-mortar world of Midway City, where the game takes place. It's a power fantasy, even though there's obviously tension as well with like stealth segments and stuff. But the identity of Denevals primarily is balls to the wall.
Denevals is stepping back into our Payday roots. The big difference is, of course, the sci-fi area, where we can play around a lot with design. The freedom we have with this sci-fi space is a bit terrifying, actually, because you can go nuts, basically. We've actually told ourselves to not try to over-design stuff.
If I had to guess, they're doing Dinner Wolves with this team because they saw how bad Payday 3 was going. And did not like the design choices they were doing with that.
Structure buildings to actually place our levels within and be free of how big levels we want them to be. It's this very large city arising from the sea. You want to look out at the city and see, like, okay, so this is a living, breathing city and it works.
Coming back to the heist genre is sort of a, I don't know, after Payday 2 I felt like I had so much more things to do in my head, like what I wanted that game to be. A contemporary setting limits you in so many ways. Everything you do to enhance the game breaks the
I know they try to stick with a realistic or a modern day setting and all that.
Of thematics and still solve things.
But I also feel like at times that will always limit your creative range.
About what tools it gives you to solve problems in the future.
Excuse me, can and can't do.
Thriller theme gives us a lot of tools to play with. Midway is just a corporate haven. There's no rules, there's nothing. It's divided up into districts. There's even like district wars and this kind of thing within the city.
That's so cyberpunk as
classical in a way, a dystopian take, kind of like a classic role-playing game of saying like, oh, this is the backdrop, and I'm gonna hand you a new adventure and have a bit of fun. So there's something called dives in the game. It's basically a neural heist. In the middle of whatever you're doing in the normal mission, you can basically jump to this other place. Thematically, there's these architects that build these defense mechanisms that gets injected into people's minds, and then you're trying to break into one of those.
The dives allows us to explore a little bit with visual art design.
Oh, they had that.
Design.
Those visuals look
tracking down
cool.
this specific person that you need to make a dive into to extract information. We don't need a bank vault for that. It could be a suburban, gritty area, or it can be a very high-end luxury apartment or of some
And since
sort.
they said corporations rule,
change of intensity in the game.
you can be hired to do corporate espionage and get data out of like a
sort of
rival CEO or something.
Imagine trying to navigate a forest or something like this.
But it could also be a Japanese temple or fortress in the Swiss Alps.
We could just mix a lot of different stuff together because it's this very abstract place. And also with gameplay, we could go from a shooter to a platformer to a horror theme.
Or we can have
horror
sort of
theme
experimentation where you can run on walls. We make the rules for what the dives are and what they can be.
The heist fantasy in general maps really well.
They could even do one based on Christmas where you have to fight a giant robotic Santa Claus who shoots candy cane themed missiles at you.
Because we want to motivate
and has a most terrifying ho 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 like
screech.
And
what's the economy of the game? And I'm not talking about
Merry
getting
Christmas.
people to spend more cash. It's what's the drive of the game? And I think building new things or crafting things is a very
these do not belong in game showcases.
A good example would be like this thing we did for Payday where you would craft masks and this kind of thing.
Yeah, we're going
They
back
take
to
a
the
bulk of
masks.
time
I've heard
and
people
are
tell me
boring
before,
as
like,
fuck.
GTFO and then it's a masks game, right? I'm like, really? Yeah, maybe it is. But we wanted to make something different. Like, we didn't want to go fully masculine, maybe doing, you know, these big skull masks. Like, we don't want to limit us to not do it, but with the mask we have now, sexiness, you know. So one of the inspirations we actually had was the Keira
At least with the Marvel Fight Game one,
and there's also like
for the state of play, they did that deep dive
Hannibal Lecter type
at the very end.
The dives, you know, we could basically make anything.
Because seeing how there's no announcements after the deep dive and all that, I'm just like, yeah, that's fair. As much as you heard me grumbling and getting annoyed.
We don't really know where to put it, in what categories. We try to hit kind of a...
Think I'm being slightly behind, I can just skip. How do you feel about billionaires? Does this eat the rich? I remember a game having that name. I can't remember if it was this game or not. Don't get bunked. Okay, the Wi-Fi signal getting a smiley face, cute. Also some stats, okay. Sick flip, brah! Vampire. That's an interesting puzzle game. You even gotta give imps away and put them back to the 5th circle of hell. Spooky Express, choo-choo.
Frankie, this is my first time on the PC Gaming Show. Any advice?
It's not that hard. Just show up on time, learn your lines, and don't cross me. Don't you ever cross me, Ridley. I will destroy you. Also, tea with honey is great for a scratchy throat after a long day on set.
Okay.
Want to rehearse the next
Tea
scene?
with honey is kind of
It's that silly one
relaxing
where
to
I'm trying
drink.
to detangle a bunch of headphone cables and you learn the folly of crossing Frankie Ward. I have powerful friends and a long reach. Or you could tell us about the next part you're going to install.
Yeah, let's do that, please. Right, the X870E Aorus Master has a few special features to make PC building easier. My favorite is this tool-free SSD slot. Press a button and the heatsink comes away. Then push down on the latch to install your
It is
SSD.
kind of freaky
no
that...
screw required, which means no more crawling on the floor looking for said screw when you inevitably drop it.
What am I
Then
going to
this
try
is
and
Wi-Fi
say?
antenna. This combines standard 2 Wi-Fi connections.
Oh,
into
how
one
the,
easy to
like,
install,
very
full-remove
thin
connector. No need to screw
stick
anything in. Lastly, if you want to disconnect your
SSDs.
GPU, hit the button
My
in the
mind's
corner
skipping on what
and
they're
pull it out.
called.
Job done.
That they need heat sinks with how fast and hot they process
Welcome to
data.
Evil Empire, where we've been working on the Rogue Prince of Persia's early access for over a year now, pushing the game way further than we ever imagined. I mean, just look at me playing. I'm happy, the team is happy, and our boss is happy. And the players, well, they seem happy too. Our 1.0 launch is fast approaching, so here's where we're at.
And it kinda sucks about how Ubisoft's in the shitter right now.
Use this gift and right your wrongs.
That's cool that 1.0 is coming out soonish. Hopefully for this game. Just give me the power to boot somebody in the head and knock them across the screen. This game's giving me a Rogue Legacy kind of feel with the layouts.
You have the opportunity to save your kingdom as the worthy Prince of Persia.
Oh, I'm putting on August. Nice. That just dawned on me. What happened to that Prince of Persia remake? Did that one fall into the infinite hiatus hole?
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. We were the conductors.
By being a fascist dictator?
Tirelessly serving our passengers with kindness and respect.
Excuse me, this is a conductor-only residence. Please back away from the door.
Hey, what's up? Yes, get motherfucking ready!
Listen up, scumbags. You rats will never get me out of this control room. You understand me? Never.
Car key. Bro, let's just flush him out. I'm tired.
Do it.
Run.
Is this one of those, like, social RP sim games, like Space Station 13?
Those ungrateful mother...
Bro, we can literally intercept the conductor, steal all his shit, and extract. Let's go, 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 go.
Oh, it's an extraction shooter on a train.
I'll take right, you take left. Say go. Go, 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 go.
We got them! We got everyone!
Engine fall in 10, 9, 8.
Carabao, we gotta move!
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that's extraction shooter on a choo-choo train. No. A thing for Eve? Really?
Eve Frontiers Founder Access is the first public step in creating a visionary sci-fi survival experience. You start your journey alone, a tiny blip in a seemingly endless universe. As you struggle to gain a foothold in this hostile world, you can build rudimentary structures, improved ships, components, and more.
Are they going to link to EVE Online in some kind of way?
You'll begin to discover details about the universe and the ancient civilizations whose remnants still roam the skies. Everything requires fuel to operate, and good resource management is crucial to survival. The most potent source of fuel, crude, is necessary to build formidable ships,
crude matter,
advanced structures, and even stargates, reconnecting the vast universe. Smart structures are highly customizable and open the possibility for
Space
emergent
Tetris,
gameplay
or Space Legos.
only bound by your creativity. Founders have already created custom tournaments, specialized trading hubs, advanced security systems, and more. Are you ready to lose yourself
hell
on
no.
the frontier?
Every time I look at anything EVE, I'm just like, oh, that's cool, but
wow, I knew
fuck.
space was dark, but that was dark. CCP really knows how to make the destruction of the universe look kind of beautiful. I'm honestly looking forward to being ambushed in the depths of space in EVE Frontier.
But if you're like me and the thought of being caught off guard is a no-no, just head over to the PC Gaming Show Steam page and you'll find every single game we're showing today in one convenient spot ready to be wishlisted. That's good. So no scary surprises.
Absolutely. And now here's a look at some of the great games from puzzle publisher Astrological.
Astrological? It's a shame none of these will ever beat Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix.
What days?
Not even Nintendo wants that game back.
As for the isolation, I'm an introvert. Suits me. The contracts just keep on coming. 2 more rigs to construct. That will put me short in power. Gonna need more hydrogen generators. Good news is, I've managed to synthesize 334 litres of water in the last 24 hours. Now they want 200 litres of ammonium hydroxide. Rewards are good though. On completion, we'll finally acquire an electrolytic producer. And with all that methane in level 2, that means methanol. After that, despite the fact no one really knows what's down there, I push on and keep going deeper.
Is this a puzzle game on like a gas giant?
Welcome to Matsuzawa Manufacturing Factory number 1.
Oh, this game. This is a very interesting puzzle game. The one you have to program your own movement slates and all that. This is definitely more of a game I'm gonna enjoy watching more than playing. Ooh, June 9th. Launch July 14th. That's how it's done. Ooh, voxels. Very blocky. Factorio 2. I might be joking, but it could be actually. When corporate profits real profits. Not in this dystopian nightmare we call real life.
This is a factory in Modulus. Here, we're producing blue cores. Let's see how we got here. This facility was built out of these 3 modules, which were joined, stamped, and dyed with pigment. Produced here, in our blue pigment refinery, which was constructed from these modules, made by combining these modules.
These factory, like, conveyor-built games have been real popular as of late.
From polyrock, extracted here.
Granted, I think that's because of Satisfactory and how popular that game blew up. Satisfactory and Factorio, that I know.
So, Jacob, have you got any quick PC building tips you can share with our audience?
Here's one. You know when you accidentally drop a tiny little screw into your PC case and it just disappears?
Oh, yeah, I hate that. Do you have some cool hack for quickly finding it?
Nope. My tip is that screw is gone forever and you should pretend it never existed.
Forget I asked about tips.
Make sure it's not in your power supply unit.
The Radeon RX 9070 XT you're installing?
The Radeon RX 9070 XT is a hot ticket item right now, and for good reason. This is AMD's graphics division putting its best foot forward with an RDNA 4 chip that can go toe-to-toe with NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 5070 Ti. If you're worried about running out of VRAM, don't be. This comes with 16 gigabytes of GDDR6. That's plenty for gaming at 4K. Plus, it supports FSR4, the latest
You don't
version
even
of
want
AMD's
the big
upscaling
expensive
technology
ones if you want to do like
frame rate.
4K,
But what I like about it most is how
60,
easy it is to
120
undervolve.
FPS.
This lets you run it with less power and still get top
But
performance.
even then, that's still expensive. Oh, this is another game I've seen before. I believe this is on a space station? Surrender to the capybara. Yeah, it's stuff and choices you gotta do. Oh, that's freaky. Ah, so it's gonna be one of those hauntingly beautiful kind of games. The teens are having a rave in the airlock. What do? Open the airlock. Fuck those kids. 11-bit studios. Games can't be 11-bit.
Maybe it's time to consider the easy way out.
Oh, it's that game where everybody on your crew is the same person, I believe. Just from different timelines and universes. Yeah, I think this one's gonna get copyrighted, so blah blah blah, can't hear this, blah 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 blah. Ah, let's face this video's gonna get dinged anyway, like all the other game showcase videos.
What if deciding, making choices was never anything more than just an illusion?
What's in your heart? But if you're not...
Yeah, this is definitely that game. I forgot what it was called.
About yourself. Just look at us.
It's gonna be pretty.
I can't remember what it was called, but this would have been the perfect game that'd be called Me, Myself, and I.
To find a way out.
Soon enough we'll die. Soon enough we'll die.
On the space wheel.
Soon enough
This is Pathfinder, Abomination Vaults. A hack-and-slash dungeon crawl where up to 4 players battle through a single massive labyrinth filled to
yes, the
with
biggest thing we
monsters,
have on the internet
treasure,
right now.
and secrets.
Pathfinder versus Dungeons and
Customize each
Dragons.
hero between 3 parts, inspired by
And actually,
second
to be
edition
fair, after what Wizards of the Coast is doing to
mix and match
the Dungeons and Dragons brand, I'm not surprised people are moving to Pathfinder and other tabletop RPGs.
Or with friends. Switch between the party's heroes on
The one I've always wanted to do was a Cyberpunk Rid
forces of darkness.
group to do.
Deep below the surface, the dark sorceress
The Diarch.
Haruvex gathers her power.
Oh, hell, the power of the orb!
Enough to delve into the shadowy depths of the Abomination Vaults.
Could be fun. AMD.
We meet again, little merchant. Still taking up the
Moonlighter
challenge
2.
of a double life. Torn between one endeavor.
Moonlighter, an ending so bad to me that I don't want to fucking care about the series anymore.
Coin. In one life, you brave dangers. While in the other,
Spoilers, the ending of the first Moonlighter, I haven't even played the DLC that came out, was, oh, the reason why the dungeons and all this are like that's because of aliens.
you chase that vision, you may pause and wonder.
And there was no fucking hint to it. It was a twist to me that was so bad. I just hate Moonlighter now.
That answer lies within you.
If I want to play a
merchant.
shop sim game with dungeon crawling elements, I'll go back and play Reciteer again.
Computers aren't the only thing we build here at our hardware workshop. While Frankie and Jacob are working on the rig, Mika and I have been preparing some more elegant equipment for fieldwork. Spy gadgets. See here. This might appear to be a standard ATX full tower personal gaming computer. In actuality, every component is also an extremely cool spy gadget. Take, for instance, this CPU fan. In reality, Ninja Star.
Huh, that did a real number when we tried it on an intern. Well, moving on. We have our range of hidden tasers. To the untrained eye, a coffee mug.
Yeah.
In reality, a taser. Ooh, or how about this? To the untrained derriere, a roll of toilet paper. But in actuality, you guessed it, it's a taser.
Hey,
Taser
what about
TV.
This? Is this like a hidden listening device, USB, or is it maybe a spy camera? Oh.
That is, of course, also a taser. Don't worry, you know, he'll be fine. Eventually. For now, let's check out
These
our
jokes
next
are
exciting world
shockingly bad. Ha! I forgot what that style of growing plants is. Well, that's just one way to scream, don't exit the fucking ship. Or yes, you'll get hit by the laser manatees. Home and Harbor expansion. Oh, my eyes are bad. I can't read what the game's called. Oh, it's this freaky game.
Is your own responsibility. Sharing a roof with someone, make sure they're humans. Check their eyes and teeth. An overlooked visitor will kill you.
Is this just like a 1.0 or a sequel? I am not a human. I was just saying that this demo. Well, it's not Devolver Digital.
Hi, I'm Oscar, a solo developer, and this is my game, Botsu. It's an online multiplayer game where you control a ragdoll robot and compete in some very silly physics-based competitions. I started making this game in my spare time, and now you can play the free demo on Steam. You'll start off in a lobby
Reminds me
area
of those
called Box Central, where you can meet up with your friends and mess around with the
athletic
sandbox while you're
contest
out.
games
When you're
like
ready,
Ultimate
mind the
Ninja,
gap and hop on the matchmaking train to your Botsu
Wipeout.
tournament. Your team will compete in bonkers boxball matches, steal boxes and drag your team to victory
And
in
those sorts of
stockpile, and try to be the last bot standing in sumo. It's even got physics-based power-ups, like sticky bombs, balloons that work on anything, and grappling hooks to swing the match in your favor. You can play both online and split screen at the same time, and you can create crazy custom matches in the Steam demo right now. I hope you have fun.
Isn't that famous bar crowd cheer clip? That's funny.
Spotlight, hot night.
Ah, sizzle reel.
I say, big swerve, big roll, rich taste.
This sounds like copyright struck on my YouTube channel. Fuck off, 16. You were a fucking disappointment to me. I'm not one of those like Final Fantasy 16's not a real Final Fantasy, and I'm not one of those assholes. I was just
Coming up in the show.
real disappointed. Because, What the fuck? A lot of my problems that was starting to pop up in 14's Game & Quest design really reared its ugly head in 16. I remember this game. An out-of-control helicopter is still one of the most freaky things to see. Another roadmap. World premiere. Don't drink the salt water. No, you can't do that. Nintendo will sue you. Of course, I'm being sarcastic. When it comes to the Pocket Pair versus Nintendo / Game Freak / Pokemon Company lawsuits that are happening, I want fucking Pocket Pair to win. I'm not even that big of a Pal World person, but reason why I want that Nintendo Game Freak Pokemon Company to lose is because patenting gameplay mechanics is just so bullshit in my opinion. That stifles creativity.
What an amazing collection of games we've already seen. Mika, we are really turning up the heat this year.
We sure are.
Mika, what is that?
Oh, it's thermal paste.
Oh, wait, let me guess. It doubles as like a plastic explosive, or maybe it's a potent tranquilizing gas.
Taser.
Is that just like another taser?
No, it's literally just thermal paste. You know, it transfers the heat from your CPU to
Okay,
your
they
heatsink
did
to
the
avoid
more
overheating.
grounded joke.
Oh.
Plus, it is an amazing cookie filler. It's like forbidden icing.
Mika, you can't eat thermal paste.
Of course you can. Especially not with milk.
Okay, let's check in on that build again.
Can we put it in the computer?
Absolutely not, but I'm certainly going to try.
That's gonna fry the electronics
Before
at
we
glass
get ahead of
breaks.
ourselves, what kind of CPU is this puppy working
Also,
on?
kind of
With
just love
no
the
small amount
unhinged
of envy that I
Mika
say
moment
this,
there.
we're equipping the rig with an AMD Ryzen 9 9950 X3D processor. Put simply, this is the fastest 16-core consumer CPU money can buy. It combines the best parts of every processor ever made. The power of a 16-core monster for tough jobs.
How long is this
Check.
show?
The gaming chops of second-gen AMD 3D Vcache tech. Check. This beast can work as hard as it plays, and it plays in a completely different league. It's the best processor in the world for gamers and creators.
Doesn't really have
gaming
enough time.
and for everything else.
Oh.
It's a beauty. If I wasn't putting it in the rig, I'd be tempted to walk out of here with it myself.
Phenomenal. Peak PC gaming, courtesy of PC Gamer and AMD.
Indeed. So, Plasma Globe?
Plasma Globe.
All hail the globe!
Looks like things are coming
It's
along
orb
perfectly
adjacent
with
friend.
the rig. Which is perfect because right now we've got another exciting world premiere to show you from our friends at Fail Better Games.
Spooky.
The village of Chandley is small, complicated, and everyone's got their own story. For 100 years, the practice of horticulture has been under a curse.
Not
Making
course.
even the simplest act of cultivation unpredictable.
Hi, my neighbor Totoro.
But you come from a long line of sorcerers steeped in the green and growing arts. Your family's old lodge has been empty for a long time, so don't expect airs and graces. Chandley may be small, but it's thick with secrets, and set in its ways. Is it ready?
The art style and
For
the
the
text
return.
thing on the side really screams Disco Elysium to me.
The man Mandrake setting is based on British history and folklore. For research, we've walked in a temperate rainforest and visited an ancient coal mine beneath the Forest of Dean.
It's a world where overfishing might cause a river to put a curse on you, and where you'll go delving for bright minerals in the forgotten deeps.
Sunless sea and sunless skies did have some light cannibalism in them. You can't eat people in this one, but that doesn't mean that it's safe. There are old powers waiting in the corners of the
somebody
world,
else, then what's
and
the
the night does not
point?
belong to mortals. If all of that sounds good to you, wishlist Mandrake on Steam right now.
But can you eat a leaf? Burk, I'm the sheriff. Burk. Okay, you Marcus Phoenix-looking motherfucker.
A week in the life of a demon school student in under a minute. Starting now. Monday, catch up on the news. Get a new assignment. Fight some guys using tactics. Check your diary. Tuesday, investigate a spook classroom. Gain a rival. Fight some more guys. Find a dog.
I can't tell, but that battle system, the battle tactic system,
fight those guys. Thursday
might be inspired by like
a missing sandwich. Pull a new friend out of
Shin
nowhere.
Megami Tensei 1 and 2, maybe?
Friday, find a cursed dog. Learn a terrible
Not sure.
secret. Fight a really big guy. The weekend, sing karaoke, race beetles, rent some tapes, and generally just relax. That's 1 week down, many to go. Wishlist Demon School, an RPG with tactical battles right now.
I'll put that on the maybe list.
Congratulations on your assignment. You have been selected to oversee a caretaker deployment in Sector 43A. This video will introduce you to your unit and its sacred directive, the preservation and propagation of human species.
Okay, we are back. Sorry about that.
Hydrosaturation, Earth became
One of those,
humanity moved to orbit.
moments that I couldn't really,
proved impossible.
pause.
Moses responded with the Human Seed Program. Cryogenic embryos are grown to maturity in surface-based Lazarus pods, then transferred to
Oh, because anything named Lazarus does not go well.
Your caretaker unit manages every step: retrieval, growth, and orbital transfer. Caretakers maintain surface facilities, build autonomous power systems, and adapt to any anomaly,
Wow.
from environmental failure to unauthorized presence. Enjoy the rest of your assignment, and remember, every seed you plant shapes humanity's future.
Freaky.
You're the only one who can safeguard the future of humanity in The Last Caretaker. So, you know, no pressure or anything. Hey, Sean, what was that?
I am so sorry. I may have eaten a light snack that just didn't really agree with me.
Wait a second. Did you get into my thermal paste stash again?
I prefer the term computer hummus.
No, that's definitely a train, which means we are right on track for our next world
Heh.
premiere. Sean, no! Put it down.
Eating thermal paste is bad for you. That train was too bright and beautiful. What the fuck? Open world survival craft, but you're on a choo-choo train. That's actually kind of been a trend I've been seeing, as well as open world survival craft and unique vehicles. I do think the progenitor on that genre is definitely Raft. Raft was the first one I've seen it happen. I can see how you progress. You got game materials and blueprints. in order to able to flick proper track switches. And if not, you just loop around. Snowpiercer! Railborn. Born to get railed. Any window intended. Wiggle wiggle eyebrows. From sunken ruins to cross-towering reefs. What's this game about? Oh, they're silly little fellas. Remember, get a shirk. I see a heat meter. Voyagers of Neoda. I know it's a PC game show, so
Norex would like to offer you an opportunity.
I should expect it, but
dirty work we need
seeing a lot of these titles be like early access starts soon.
at your own risk, of course. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll be rewarded. You want to hunt monsters?
Monster Hunter, but with guns.
And don't ask questions.
That one has me mildly intrigued. It's me, Mr. Old Man. Fuck that gate. There's tower defense elements. Then there's a pass for me. Not a genre I truly hate, but it's a genre I really gotta be in the mood for.
So you're good at building PCs, but can you build other things?
There's one thing from the last couple
no, Frankie, I can't build a car.
showcase
What about
season
system?
things, just
Could
like
pull something heavy out.
sounds like I'm a
For
real
example,
picky bitch when it comes to games.
I mean, maybe I could put together.
Say a car was in a lake and you needed to winch it out. Could you at least build a ramp to make the winching a bit easier?
Is that something you want to tell me?
I drove your car off a ramp and into a lake, but I
Oh,
only did
damn.
it to put the fire out.
My car was on fire?
There is no point in jumping a car off a ramp if it's not on fire.
Is there any good news to this story?
Yeah. Just
Sorry,
check
I'm
out
just
this ramp.
seeing
You
if,
should install these before you start shopping for a new car.
Oh, that's the Corsair Dominator Titanium DDR5. This kit is perfect for building an all AMD Ryzen build at 6,000 mega transfers a second and with low latency. However, we've also stuffed something special here.
If this ended in hours, this is a 2-hour showcase.
But don't actually contain any memory chips. This is a great solution for an AMD build, as it means you can stick to more reliable slots on the motherboard, 2 and 4, while looking the part. It also pairs nicely with our Haven 420 case, which offers thermal optimization through its central GPU airflow that sits within a dual-chamber design.
That sounds like the perfect hardware combo for anyone looking to frag your
My brain's
cars,
just going
explore endless
not
dungeons, or
paying
simply
attention to
with
game
friends.
hardwares.
But while you're out there updating your part picker list, why not check out this exciting upcoming game?
Oh, certain kind of fear is the fear of the unknown. Yep. Six that I love HP Lovecraft said that. Heard he was not a great man.
Divine salvation has stopped responding. We found it abandoned, all in ruins. Now we have to find out what happened and rebuild.
Head exploded from a gremlin with chaos diarrhea. All hail the tree.
As we make the most of the little space the tree afford. We live under a constant threat from the fog.
I'm pretty sure a tree like that would fucking hate buildings being built on it.
With the worst kind of fear. And yet, if we want to survive in the new conditions, we must not only fight the fog, we must
fight the frog.
Research it, understand it.
What if it's just not the fog, but the typo, and it's like the frog, and you just find a gigantic frog?
And all before fear consumes us all.
$10 that they're gonna do something dumb. What that fog's gonna be?
The tree prevails.
Since when the fucking does a tree give you gigantic laser beams? Spirit strike. Oh yeah, the way that the fighting's going, this is definitely more of a spectacle fighter. Looks anime as fuck. I like it. June 20th, early access.
Coming up in the show.
God, I wish they wouldn't do these coming up in the shows things every 20, 30 minutes, because it just spoils shit. That's dark.
Your cult is waiting for prophets to lead them. Convert the feeble-minded. Learn the occult. Spread the mighty one's influence. Find power in the god of your choice to bring the unseen depths to the mortal world. Now go. Vanquish the
Definitely a game inspired by Cult of the Lamb.
Indoctrinate the uncivilized and survive the horrors. Grow in power and strength. Unlock new unholy sorceries to overcome the mightiest of enemies. You have what it takes to worship the Eldritch.
Now, do my own thing. From the creators of Guns of Icarus Online. It's Guns of Icarus, but space. Anime in space. I'm pretty right on it being Guns of Icarus, but with a spaceship instead of airship. Makes sense with the name, Stars of Icarus.
After almost a decade, Muse Games is bringing us a follow-up to the airship combat game Guns of Icarus.
Now, as with all professions, our work as gadget-crazed weirdos would be impossible if not for the laser watches and ejector seats of those who came before us.
And a hot
Stand
pocket.
on the shoulders of giants. Crafty, unhinged giants.
Which is why I am pleased to present, in an attaché case full of throwing knives and tear gas canisters, the latest intel on Bond. James Bond. So we sent our secret agents to see what's happening at IO
advertising the James Bond game. Do 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 do. You were still sleepy.
when things got together and we figured out that we were going to work on such a legendary IP.
And I'm hucking a back. This is my sword.
Huge opportunity, and also the fact that it hasn't been a game 14 years just adds to the excitement of a comeback of this game in gaming.
The colleagues that we have here are phenomenal, and I think taking all of their experience from the sort of agent fantasy that they've been building for all these years and applying it to the Bond franchise has been incredible to see and to be a part of. We're making a standalone James Bond game, but there are characters and locations that I think are going to make the fans of the novels and the fans of the movies and the cinematic.
The lavish location, we're going to give you an objective in here.
He is
the fun of that 12 on this one.
Is in and out, you get into exotic types of vehicles.
Having worked on Hitman on and off for 20 years.
Up, too far.
Live.
There we go. First Light 007. Yeah, I know. This one's been advertising like everywhere. God, looks like neon white with the art style of what's that RPG? The claymation one. To Steam. I'm trying to really remember the name. Goblin America.
When the world ended,
World premiere.
We shielded our city. Safe but trapped, we endured. Until now, until you, time traveler. Only you can shatter our
Hylix, that's the game I was thinking of.
Our armies, defend our kingdom, propel
Yeah, that
evil hordes.
previous game looked like
Rebuild
neon
what
white
the
with the aesthetics of
enemy
Hylix.
and restore the might of our city. The lands of Bastion still whisper secrets. Relics of power waiting to be claimed. Together, you are legions. Not even the hordes of the Unraveler shall halt your advance. Your strength will never cease to grow. Once banished, you will break us free.
Ever Siege. Action strategy roguelike. Pass.
If it feels like something's been implanted at the base of your skull, that's because there has. It's in your best interest to listen to me.
That game's the title is kind of unsettling. Take them out.
Good work. Head back to the van. Head back to the van.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this one, so question mark?
As you can see, we are running a fine-tuned engine of gaming goodness. Oh, speaking of, Sean, what's going on with the rig?
Let's find out. Frankie, Jacob, status report?
We're doing great down here. Jacob is about to fill us in on what we're installing next.
I'm just wiring up everything with our Gigabyte Aorus X870E motherboard. It's got a suite of features for reliable overclocking and memory performance, and it's built
Granted,
in thermal armor.
this
and
showcase
will keep our Ryzen X
has been
rigs
better
running
tuned
great
than
without
Summer
running
Game
hot.
Fest.
And of course, our GPU, a Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070 XT with RDNA 4 architecture, and 3rd gen AMD ray tracing tech for competitive 4K
To be
performance.
fair, Reason why I'm more harsh on
And for those
Summer
of you who
Game
want to speed
Fest
up your own PC build, I've
is
got
because
something
that's supposed to
I
be,
always
you know,
use. A
the
montage.
big multi-million-dollar game showcase deal. And the only other ones that are like that is probably State of Play and Xbox. Everything else is just kind of more smaller scale like that.
Freeze frame high five?
Freeze frame what? Not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about the rig booting, but oh, perfect. In the meantime, here's some new tech for you, or should I say, some new Terra tech.
God, that was actually Mika staying still and not just a freeze frame cropped in. That's perfect. Those are some over-top vehicles. Build your own car survivor's game? I saw crates and that has me worried. Tech Legion. Ooh, life sim game. Kinda need something better after how bad the taste of Enzo is in my mouth. I'm trying to think if this is the one life sim game I know of that wasn't Enzo that's coming out. And they were roommates. Paralyze. That might be one of it. Yeah, that is one of them I've had on my wish list for a while. There's another one, I think. There's Paralyze. God, there's one game I wish we got more info on. That's called Streets of Fortuna. It was announced last year's PC Gaming Showcase. I haven't seen much since then. Lost Rift. Looks like just a generic shooter. Yeah, Paralyzed was the one I was thinking of then.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Oh, they're
Don't
definitely
mind me,
teasing
I've
something
got a
off
special
FBC
friend
Firebreak.
stopping by, but don't tell the folks upstairs. It's a surprise, you see. When you see them, just let them know that they can add any of today's exciting games to their wish list. Follow the link
Resign,
below
how
to
something's
see
gonna
all
happen,
these
the
in
post-it
today's
notes.
show. And in the meantime, let's see what our friends over at Rogue Snail have been cooking up.
Or are they going to show something Control 2 related?
Meu Deus.
Because I know that one's going to be the next mainline narrative game they're doing. After Alan Booty Quake 2. Other than one mechanic, Alan Wake 2 was great. I don't even know what this game is. Excel-like. Roguelike. When you say Excel-like, do they mean like Path of Exile-like? If so, it should be more like Diablo-like. But it looks really interesting.
Todos precisam saber sobre o que de fato aconteceu em Canudos. Eles moveram mundos.
Okay, there, that's the
Perdemos, mas
Excel-like.
como Mandacaru no meio da grande seca.
Hell Clock. I think it looks great. Looks fun, actually. Hell comes July 22nd. Probably early access.
First, aggravated vandalism. Then theft. And worst of all, you've tried to flee.
Oh god, people with the hyper macro kink is gonna fucking have a field day with this game.
And it pains me deeply. But
You can't catch me, giant asshole.
he's lost. Has to be gold.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that one. I thought the twist was gonna be when he picked up the tiny person, it's just gonna be him.
Chef, opening your own restaurant may feel like a fairy tale, but it's trickier than it looks. Customers curse you. The whole line
Dick
up at the
builders,
door.
another
There's
blight
a
of the genre I don't like.
All of this can really burn
I really am a curmudgeon 33-year-old.
forged in the fires of the kitchen. Sharpen your knives and master the magic of food.
Guy
For an
Fairy.
ancient hunger
Oh my
has
god.
awoken. And the path to a demon's heart is through its stomach.
Are they gonna have like
Hey, let's
a
check on
fawn
how
named
things are progressing
Goat
with
Ramsey?
the rig, and make sure there aren't any saboteurs in the mix. Hey, Mika, how are the kids looking down there?
Oh, it's not looking great. They're hooking up a. Oh my God, they're hooking up the PC to a printer.
No, printer, it's too dangerous. I
know.
told them the rig is way too valuable to be anywhere near a printer.
I know.
We have to stop them.
No. It's too late because they're downloading a driver.
Oh,
wait.
God, why?
Maybe it's an okay. Jacob looks like he's laughing. Oh, no,
Tee-hee.
no, he's sobbing. Oh, no. And now he's cursing God. Yeah. Oof.
Why, you maniacs, why? Damn you, printers. Haven't you taken enough from us?
Well, while our team does some troubleshooting, let's take back the post-apocalypse from hordes of mutants in co-op roguelite Guntouchables.
If you're watching this tape, it means the world has ended.
Well, shit. Hi, Ghost Ship.
Welcome to Guntouchables. It's not a game, it's a state of mind. It's about having such a cool gun, you're
You look like hot
untouchable.
dog people.
That's why they call it Guntouchables.
A bunch of weenies.
Select crates in the wasteland to help you kick more ass. But your enemies are getting upgraded too, and that's where things heat up. So get ready to blow stuff up. and smack stuff with a shovel, and shred stuff with a bone saw, and snipe stuff. Survival is about sticking together. It's about
That didn't look like a sniper rifle to me. It looked like a shotgun.
More badasser upgrades. It's about killing whatever this thing is. Because here in the apocalypse, you're up against a million maniacal mutants that want nothing more than to pound you into hamburger meat.
Oh, no.
There's only one way to survive, and that's to become gun-touchable. Coming to early access on June 17th.
No blood. What? Freaky? Oh dear God. Oh, Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill is one of these games that just like I really need to play. Because it's just sheer insanity. Come back to my first thought, seeing the house expand and all that reminds me of the ashtray maze from Control.
Coming up in the show.
I know this is not all the games they show, but frick is it so annoying. Sky House 5, The Sky Reckoning. Sky Whale!
And this is the Superhero Dispatch Network. I hope you're ready for your first shift.
Wait, we're doing this? Hey team, this is your dispatcher.
This game looks interesting. But I think it'd be one of those another one of those games I think I would rather enjoy watching more than playing.
How do I mute you?
We're taking bets on when you'll quit.
Friday?
Today's Friday.
I know.
Demo out today. Nice. Annapurna. You already know how I kind of feel right now with Annapurna. Why do you have a skeleton skull? What the fuck are you? Freaky game. Freak. 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 I have no idea if this was a licensed song. An open world bike adventure game where you can ride a bike frame that looks like a human body. Fucking weird.
Wheel World is the rare kind of game that leaves you asking the important questions. Like, why aren't all the world's bicycles shaped like hot dogs?
We can only hope the answer reveals itself someday. Until then, let's turn our attention to the latest from FBC Firebreak, the next game from Remedy. And if my tracker is working properly, it looks like Frankie met up with the Bureau.
Yeah, this game's coming out in like 10 days.
It's been 6 years now since we've been locked in with the hiss. I don't care about your day job if you can hold a gun and use a tool. Firebreak needs you.
So, we've been part...
I'll be frank with you.
What they're saying is we're just some of the random generic NPCs.
Your fellow Firebreakers will have your back. fighting together, fixing together, and hell, even showering together. If you can stand your ground and stick together, it'll be more than enough to survive.
God, it looks so crazy. I love it.
Corrupted item loose on site.
On my way.
But yeah, the Federal Bureau controlled the oldest house as one area that just like being stuck for 6 years is not a good thing.
That's the job. Sounds simple enough. Good. I've got a liability waiver here with your name on it.
That trailer was absolutely epic, delivered on all fronts, but it did take me back to my student days. It might have been
This
the
is deluxe edition, but they say wishlist
traffic
now,
lights
but
and the slight feeling of regret in the shower.
do they
What
have
we
pre-purchasing
signed
yet?
up to? Mike Kayata, you're the game director of FBC Firebreak from Remedy Games. Thank you so much for joining us. But yeah, what
absolutely.
have we signed up to here?
Yeah, lots. So that was our big launch trailer. We're coming out in just over a week now, so we're really excited
says
to share
in
a
8
lot more
days
of the game,
on
stuff that we
Steam.
haven't shown. A little bit of all of the 5 jobs in the game, which are kind of different crises that you have to deal with. But yeah, so we're getting close now.
I remember when Control came out in 2019, and we're revisiting that world.
God, Control is so
in
good.
FBC. Why was now the right time to revisit?
Yeah, so right now it was just a great time for us to kind of go back to the oldest house. We never wanted it to kind of feel like we were retreading on Control, and that was like definitely something we thought
Why
about.
go back
a
to
lot.
the oldest
And one of
house?
the reasons why we
'Cause
shifted into
Control
a
2 is
first-person perspective, so you
coming
can
out.
go back into the oldest house and see it from fresh eyes in a different way.
I mean, you did have a lot of fun in Control, and also we're in first person this time, so
Yeah, so of course very different, and I think as anyone can tell from that trailer, we're extremely like tonally to the side of Control, and this was a really big challenge for us because of course Control was very moody and atmospheric and very like horror tinged, but of course it did always have that little edge of absurdity, and
Oh yeah, there's a lot of absurd,
this is
crazy
kind of like why
stuff.
we leaned into that more absurd angle because you know Control was very carefully built for a single player experience. Since we are sort of a kind of joke around with your mates and just kind of have fun thing, we didn't want to totally like betray that franchise, but we did want to take those kind of recipe components and just flip them around. So we keep that kind of edge of like horror and tension and stakes, and we just add a lot of the absurdity at a
Plus, a lot of stuff you could do
So,
could
for example,
really
like,
to the
you
narrative
saw
of Control
Sticky
2.
Ricky, our gigantic monster made out of sticky notes. In one of our trailers, you know, somebody I think actually shouts like "Sticky Ricky!" Which was to us very, very funny, but to that character, completely terrifying.
And Sticky Ricky is joining us today.
Yes.
He's just getting himself together, and maybe he'll answer a few of my questions. Say I don't necessarily have 3 straight-up fraggers on my team. Are there roles that we can adopt in this game?
Yeah, absolutely. So the game is kind of built around a trifecta of kind of saved loadouts that are centered around tools. We call these crisis kits, and each one was developed with a different play style in mind. So we have one that kind of shoots these gigantic like liquid globules you saw in the trailer, and this is for the person we always just imagine almost like Scarface, like I don't really care, I just kind of want to, you know, paint the world with something. And then we have another one which is
Paint
a
the
tool
world red.
that kind of looks like a pogo stick mixed with a defibrillator, and you might be surprised, but we always thought of this as like a precision and tactical instrument just because you can kind of relocate yourself and move around easily. And then we have the last really complex tool, which is literally just a wrench. It's just a wrench. It's a gigantic piece of steel. So we made a lot of active decisions to try to get people right into the gameplay. So that's at the cost of some direct storytelling, but we haven't scrimped any on the world building and the big narrative and what it feels like to be inside of the oldest house.
We do associate Remedy with these big narrative games, so much
Oh, yeah.
imagination, atmosphere, obviously Alan Wake, obviously Control.
Sure.
So this was like a new departure for you guys moving into this space. So why?
Yeah. And to be clear, it's fundamentally different. You shouldn't go into this game whatsoever expecting those type of experiences, which, by the way, I personally adore. I started Remedy as a massive fan of Remedy, so, this isn't a
what they're
pushback
saying,
on that
but
type
I
of
do
experience.
believe we're going to
But
get
the
some
thing is that
sprinklings
we,
of
as soon
plot
as we started
relevance.
making more than one game at the same time, we just wanted to say, hey, is there a way to kind of like open the doors? If you are a huge Control head and you know all of the lore and you really love it, and you can't convince your friends to try this game out, we wanted to give
He's
that
talking
kind
about
of
Jesse
step in.
Cox.
So even though it's not really what Remedy is today, I do hope that a little over a week from now, it will be part of what Remedy is in the future.
So, Mike, as an online cooperative shooter, what does this game look like in, say, a year's time?
Yeah, that's a great question, especially because, you know, the online space, I think a lot of people treat it very differently. One of the big things that we're about is avoiding kind of like FOMO, like engagement. You know, you don't need to check in every day. We're not going to add a timed battle pass. So if you come in on day one and you come back to us a year from now, all you're going to see is all the great stuff that we add. And speaking of that,
that's good.
Already in this year, we're going to add 2 more jobs. That adds to the other 5 game modes that we ship with, already growing it by about 40% by the end of the year. We've got additional endgame systems and lots of plans.
I'm just pitching it's a stapler.
Like, they need more of those survival kits.
Okay, I have news for you. There is a stapler in the game.
I'm a genius.
So in the game, actually in that trailer, you probably saw that big traffic light. That's actually called the red light. It's an altered item you may have seen in Control. It's now corrupted by the hiss, and in certain settings, it can show up and kind of hit you with a big red light. You're not allowed to move until it gives you a green light. There's another one, which is a stapler, which if you are a super Control nerd, you might remember from some of the posters in the oldest house. Is that a stapler and altered item? And then you see a nice little clip art of a stapler. Well, that stapler actually shows up, and it kind of behaves like a
yeah,
fly.
I think that was one of the ones that was mentioned but not seen.
And gives all the enemies a lot of additional health. So yeah, there you go.
Where can we sign up?
Yeah, lots of ways to play this game. Of course, we're on all the major consoles, on Epic Game Store, or you can head over to Steam where you can wishlist the game today. It comes out June 17th. Grab your friends, and we hope to see you there.
Well, go on then. Go clean the oldest house. Sign up today. Thank you so much, Mike, and good luck.
Thank you.
Ah, the FBC. Lovely bunch over there.
That was a nice little
Hey, didn't we cook up a few trinkets for FBC personnel at some point?
I mean, we offered, but spy gadgets just don't hit the same way when you spend your whole day working with evil typewriters and turn your bones backwards.
Yeah, you know, that's a fair point. Well, up next, if you've been looking for the perfect excuse to wear a toga, and who hasn't, here's a look at Ubisoft's next entry in the long-running strategy city builder, Anno 117, Pax Romana.
Ubisoft, fuck.
If you want to be immortalized in
don't support Ubisoft.
In greatness.
That's for sure.
Governing is your vocation. It's all about location, location, location. Find a religion.
Fuck you, Poseidon.
Pax Romana instead.
So this is an Anno game, huh? I guess based on the Roman Empire? Game does look pretty though. I wonder if these are one of those game divisions Ubisoft hates because they can't microtransaction the fuck out of it.
Going up after all?
Yeah, no, I'm Nate, and you're...
Ugh,
I
this
thought
game.
I told you there's nothing up there.
Like, what's up there, though?
Nothing.
There's a tower.
Yeah, that's it.
What? When you get to the top of the tower, what's there?
It's like a top of a tower.
Can I skip this one? Ah. There you go. Judge Dredd? Huh? Weird. Endless Legend 2. Me skipping segments I really hate. I'm getting closer and closer to just being caught up. Yep. Don't care about Endless Legend 2.
I'm sure you're eager to see
And
more
now
of the
we're,
rig, and I'm eager to show
101.
it. So let's check back in with the build and see where things are at.
Huh? I knew it was just a matter of time.
Hi, Mika. We have had a slight hiccup. Looks like Jacob forgot the #1 rule of a new PC build.
An offering before you start, or computer spirits drink your heart. He forgot the sacrifice.
You have to do the sacrifice.
You've got to do the sacrifice.
Can we scold me later?
All right, I should cut him loose on his
Done.
stock
I never
up
had to
front.
sacrifice
Sit
anything
still,
for mine.
Jacob. I don't want to hit any important bones.
I am loving how normal things are today. And a quick reminder, you can find every single game from today's show
Yes, we know.
in one place at the PC Gamer Steam page over at PCGamer.com.
Over at PCGamer.
My own wish list is currently buckling under the strain of so many amazing games.
How much is my wish list at right
Speaking
now?
of amazing games, here's our next world premiere.
84.
A brand new game published by Punkle, the creator of Vampire Survivors.
Oh!
Get ready to go berserk.
Is the gimmick of this one keyboard mashing? Good music though. Ponko's team does great music. Just a keyboard smashing is just funny to me. A game by Nad Games. Oh wow, out now. I think that one's more of a publishing than developed by Ponko. Ooh, good music in this one. What's this one? Overpowered and underpaid. The robot was doing deeds. What is this? What is it? Micropunk. That would look real interesting.
Welcome, everyone.
Happy to be here.
Greetings, local life forms.
Delighted to meet you.
Open your mind.
This could be a party. We simply can't pass it up.
That's not a PC game.
Lipo Plus, for when you want something a little different.
Coming your way.
Now,
Hold up.
What's on your mind? Aliens. The anomaly.
The bend.
We could theoretically send TV through it.
We already are.
The Bend is a planet-wide hallucination and a hoax.
What is even going on?
So anxious to say something that they don't get their facts straight first.
Consider the Bend as a source of signal intrusions and dangerous interference.
The Bend is the future. It's our future.
Couldn't catch me zooming into any bend in space.
Let us eagerly embrace
the abyss.
Another
dimension.
Television. Only on Blippo Plus.
Oh, that's why.
All those games have looked great, and wouldn't you know it, we've got even more to show you. Check this out.
Sizzle real time?
Hey, I'm Felix Schade. I started Morbid Metal a few years ago as a solo dev, and what began as a small passion project has evolved into something far more ambitious. It hits Steam Early Access this summer, and I can't wait to show you more.
Morbid Metal.
Morbid Metal is a fast-paced, roguelite hack and slash that is built for intense combo-driven combat. You play as an advanced AI, trapped inside a deadly simulation.
Oh, I see. I think this is another one I've seen before.
Explore its beautiful and brutal iterations, grow stronger, and prove your worth to your creator. You'll control up to 3 characters. It's a bit like switching weapons in a
God, the
shooter,
music reminds me of Mick
except
Gordon.
here, you're switching full-on playstyles.
Granted, that's been lately with any
Each
kind of like
character has their
heavy
own unique
metal-esque
combat
feeling
style and
soundtrack.
active abilities, which are unlocked as you explore the simulation. You can even chain attacks between different characters. Start with Vector to quickly dispatch enemies, switch to Flux for a flurry of hits, and finish your combo with Echo's special attack. Mastering each playstyle.
So I think that's how you
essential,
gotta build up your
as
combo
you'll face
meters
a
by
variety
switching
of powerful
characters.
Enemies, each with their own attack patterns and weaknesses.
Kind of like switching
And at the
weapons
end
in
of
Devil
every
May Cry
biome,
to
you'll
build up
face
your
powerful bosses.
style meter.
These are dramatic, high-stakes encounters designed to be tough but rewarding. Each new run reshapes the world. Layouts shift, enemy types change, and you'll have to adapt and make strategic choices to succeed.
And probably unlock new characters.
Choose character upgrades, buffs, or curses that change how you play. Some of these choices push you to take risks, others
was
offer
Morbid
abilities,
Metal, right?
rewards, and modifiers, which alter your combat style.
Already on my
Making
wish list.
each run
So it was a game that was
truly
announced before.
Play the free demo tomorrow during Steam Next Fest, and
Oh,
wish
nice.
this now for early access on August 20th.
Wicked. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. What's even going on? Why did it suddenly go like Dark Souls? What the fuck is even going on? I see you. Fucking horrifying.
Peggy 3.
Oh god, we're gonna get peggied. Bus simulator.
Good morning, Emberville. Today is the first day of our very own.
For a second, I thought that was
bus
J.K.
service.
Simmons.
The bus services will start in the tracks and ash tree, but will expand to more neighborhoods as passengers.
Okay, so yeah, this is
roll
pretty
in.
much bus driver simulator.
The city council says this will be the test to see if more public infrastructure is worth improving. So get out there, ride the bus, and let your voices be heard.
Bus bound.
Hey, Sean, should we see what's going on the factory floor? Make sure there's no production line issues holding up the rig?
Well, that's a great idea.
Here's what I like
and
about
I
PC
think
Gaming
it's a
Showcase is
perfect
that all
spy
the
gadget for just that.
trailers
Sean,
and stuff
there is
show
a big window right behind us. We could just look through that.
Oh, look through a window? What is this, the Stone Age?
You know,
other
I'm pretty
consoles
sure
it's
they still
coming
have
for.
Windows in the Stone Age.
I don't think it can
Why
be
would
one of
I
those
use an obsolete Stone Age technology when
ones
the
that can
Wristwatch
exclusively
contest
show
is
only that
capable of
game's
tracking my steps
branding.
and hacking into any camera system on the planet instantly.
Okay, that's actually really amazing, Sean.
Well, I'm glad you like it because I took the liberty of making a Mika model a gift from me to you. Here, tap on the icon and you'll instantly hack into the warehouse cameras.
Okay, Sean, this is a little bit much. Wait, I have to make an account to use this?
Well, it's a free trial for 7 days, but then it's only $9.99 a month after that.
God.
And look, two-factor authentication for safety.
Sean, this is and now I have to connect my Steam account?
It's plot vision as a service.
Pass. Yeah, that looks... Yeah. Ooh, Shueisha Games. I only know of them because they're helping out making No Man's Sky... No, not No Man's Sky. No Straight Roads 2. Which I am so excited for, and might be a game I gotta do as a series. Gosh, if I know this was going to be like a 2-hour showcase, I would have brought snacks. Atmosphere. What the fuck?
Subject decimated.
I don't think this one's Marathon, because... Oh god, Marathon's not a good area.
And we're the rats in his cage. You're gonna get us out of here. We better get to work.
I have no idea what the fuck's going on. That was a Twitch logo. Some kind of Twitch integration? Game companies, if you make your trailers a bunch of shit and action happening with no sense of what's actually going on, makes me a lot less fun play Fight Breaker now. That I've heard. Pixel game. Okay, what's the twist? I think this game has been shown but not fully announced. But it's a life sim game where they gotta figure out who or what's killing the town? And you gotta do it before, like, everyone's dead? Grave season. Yeah, Blumhouse games. That was shown a bit ago.
Someone made a cozy life sim filled with supernatural horrors, just like my everyday to-day life. And of course, it's from Blumhouse Games.
You know, I often felt that the only thing missing from Stardew Valley was the ever-present danger of murder. So this should hopefully scratch an itch.
And Grave Seasons isn't the only world premiere horror game we've got for you. Feast your eyes on this, if you dare.
I don't dare. Goodbye.
On this most auspicious of nights, I would like to raise a toast. New friends, I bid you welcome to the club.
We've got to get out of here.
This will help.
I'll keep an eye out for
Is this just spooky clue?
A terrible curse has drawn you together, but fear threatens to drive you apart.
Did you seriously rob me?
Is that blood?
God! Oh, God!
Supernatural horror clue.
No, this isn't right.
For you'll need to decide who you can trust.
Is somebody there?
Before the rest of my guests arrive.
Spooky. Okay, who's ever done that voiceover is
Born of the
top tier.
Abyss, Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines Unofficial Patch, Doom 3 Phobos, and more mods join GOG. Pre-installed and ready to play,
Nice.
smooth as never before. Just add the mod to your library, click download, and install it. It's that simple.
Good old
GOG
games
has
like
teamed up with
probably one
modding
of the best
communities to bring you iconic fan creations, which by restoring
game
fun
store
content,
platforms out
fixing
there.
long-standing bugs, to introducing entirely new quests, characters, and experiences, breathe new life into classic titles.
Phobos. Sky Oblivion. Nice.
Hungry? Yeah. Get some fast food. Velocity noodles. Fast food in this bag.
Well, that's Hotline Miami inspired feel. Link to destroy. Velocity Beach. Dead wires. That looks wicked. Oh! Wicked. Think game was okay. I played a good chunk of it when it was a free weekend. Just before 1.0 came out. That's cool, it's interesting. Not one I think I enjoyed, though. That's amazing what some players have done in this game. Sorta. Whee! Yeah, that's just a 1.0 trailer.
Well, Sean, by using my advanced spy technology of looking out the window, I think the rig is just about ready to boot up. Hey, Frankie, how we doing in there?
I think we are just about ready to power this bad boy up. What do you think, J-Money?
She's ready to roar. Sean, would you like to do the honors?
Oh, you guys, I thought you'd never ask.
A lever switch.
It's alive!
It's beautiful. It calls to me.
I love it more
That's
than any
too
parent would
fucking
love their
bright
child.
for
As a
me.
mother, I take offense to that. But in this
I
case,
try and go
I'll
for
allow it.
non
And if you are watching
LED
this now, this very PC could
or
be
RGB
yours.
parts.
Mika, what do they need to know?
That's right, you could be the proud owner of the rig. In all of its top-of-the-line AMD-powered gaming glory. All you need to do is follow the link below and fill out the PC Gaming Show survey, and you will be entered in a chance to win.
I mean, I'd like to enter myself, but I am public enemy #1 in 14 countries, and I'm not about to add another. So head on over to
Plus,
pcgamer.com/survey
I'm
now.
pretty sure you're rich
Get
enough
your hat in the
being
ring.
a PC gaming
So
you
our
can buy
build
your
might
own
be
rig.
finished, but we've still got more games to show. So let's take a look.
Good God. It's almost been 2 hours.
The evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil
None
within.
with a gun.
May the Lord protect me from the evil within. May the Lord protect me from the evil within.
Ah, this game. I done luck be a landlord, but with in a PlayStation horror stack. Ooh, all that bit crunching. this. Eclipsism. What the hell? This is a wild looking game. The gun crafting part has my full interest though. Abyssius.
We're PlayFusion, a studio done playing by AAA rules who still believe games belong to players. Descendant is an FPS capture the flag reimagining where strategy collides with chaos.
I got the name or the proper spelling of that game.
It's like capture the flag on crack.
That's a way to turn me off.
Edmund McMillan of The Binding of Isaac. This year's Tyler Glale.
Yeah.
We're coming to you from Santa Cruz, California.
Hometown.
Number 1, this is not a wig.
Yeah.
Number 2, we got a game coming out soon.
Yeah.
Here's the trailer.
Yeah.
What seems to be going on with the little guy?
Yeah, I think my cat's sick. Yeah, he's
What
got
the
a broken
fuck
neck.
is-
He has horrible IBS. His mouth and one of his ears are missing. His soul was removed by a Kandarian demon.
What was that last
He's
one?
taken a shotgun to the face a couple times.
What?
He's got rabies, I'm pretty sure, and he's made a deal with the devil. He was stabbed repeatedly in the neck, chest, face, and hair. He's incredibly dehydrated. He has depression. Who doesn't nowadays, right? He appears to have a conjoined twin. I don't really. He has a gambling addiction.
Yeah, this game is amazing.
He
No.
was mauled by a large headless beast. His tail appears to be growing ahead. He has ADHD. He got into a fight with a dog.
Eugenics, coming to Steam February 10th, 2026.
Magnificent games and a magnificent gaming PC that you could win. Once again, head over to pcgamer.com/survey for a
Wow,
chance to
that
claim the
Eugenics does not look good.
Mika, have you noticed that since powering her up, we've been hearing that annoying, super ominous voice?
Yeah, kind of like we tore the very fabric of our plane of existence and brought through this terrifying unknown being drawn in by the awesome processing power of the rig.
Oh, thank God it's not just me.
No, it's not. And you know what? I know we shouldn't mess with whatever this is, but the rig.
Yeah, I feel it in my teeth.
God, same. But okay, listen. The show's almost done, so let's finish strong and agree to stop messing with whatever is saying the rig.
Great idea.
I think now
Let's
it's almost
close out
done.
the show the same way we began, with a trio of exclusive world premieres.
Well, let's see if any of these three are good.
Paul Mason, 34, former surgeon at Westwood Hospital. You've been brought here to perform a surgery.
What the? Scrim Diddly H?
Paul Mason, former surgeon at Westwood Hospital.
I don't know how, but I think we've done this already. All I want is a way out of here.
Is it using full motion? Or simply just video to showcase the game?
Warning, specimen containment breach.
Interactive horror, yep. Could be interesting. I'm gonna go touch your face. Gonna go touch all the things. Discover hidden areas. Well, as soon as we have the hands but our legs, it's gonna take us to nowhere. World premiere. Castle on Wheels. I know PC Gamer can only get what they can get their hands on. And most of the time it's not great. To be fair, I think there was a lot more stinkers in this showcase to me than Summer Game Fest, but you already heard my shtick. I'm just more harsher on Summer Game Fest. Wonderberg.
What a spectacular show that was! The games, the rigs,
the games,
the gadgets, the non-lethal electrocutions, the thermal paste.
Oh my god, the thermal paste. And speaking of
Don't need
gadgets,
thermal
we've got
paste.
time to show off one last little invention of ours.
Oh, goody!
Inside this keyboard is a hidden compartment for storing hand-encrypted messages, and I've left a special farewell message for the viewers. We have just got to crack it open.
I think Mika just wanted to break a keyboard. I don't blame her.
Oop. Yeah, this is just a normal keyboard. It's Jim's from accounting.
Poor guy can't catch a win, and this soon after the divorce?
Oh, a reminder to everyone, thermal paste isn't food.
A big thanks to Frankie and Jacob for
Yeah, 'cause
building
it's just
the
a
rig.
bit- a
and
big
thanks,
bad
of course, to all
bit.
of you for tuning in.
We'll have to work super hard to top this when the PC gaming show Most Wanted returns in December. Thanks for watching.
See you in December, everyone.
I think that's also a 5 out of 10, but I'm not as angry. I do need food though.
We're going.
All right, it's time. Tell me
I got
when.
bloopers.
Hello everyone to the PC Gaming Show Pre-Show.
I'm exhausted from that. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. What the?
Just what I like to hear.
Hi Mum, I'm currently on set at the moment building a PC.
It's alive!
You went like this.
Yeah.
Those bloopers are cute.
Shots for everyone.
Mum, I'm currently
Even though the
on set
showcase is
building
kind
a
of mid,
PC.
I'm just glad they had a lot of fun making these.
Jesus, Joe. I'm a monument to vanity.
B.
Hurry up, we don't have any time. Oh.
Mum, I'm filming right now.
I'm seducing you. Are you aroused?
I know how to read words. I went to college.
Whoa. Oh.
There it is.
During let's go back to the top. I inhaled my spit.
Better hurry up. This is starting to hurt, my guy.
I can hear you, and so can the rest of the crew that I'm currently filming with.
Let's take a look at our next game.
That's when I do get props. PC game
That's a
shows
good
having
take.
credits of everything that helped out.
There are 3 days.
12 p.m. Pacific for...
I'm ready to.
Hi, viewers of the PC Gaming Show 2025.
Let's just get ready. There it is. Incredible.
Bye.
They love the
That might have been
clapboards.
my greatest take of all time.
Okay, but yeah, this has been SnowGoober. Have a good day. Goodbye. No, thank you.